So, Hari Om. So, today we'll be seeing low carbon cooking. So, normally to cook rice, it will take minimum half an hour. So, but what we are doing is we are trying to reduce the gas. We are using only 5 to 10 minutes of gas. The remaining 20 minutes will be saving the gas, and also we'll be saving the life force in the rice. Basically, when you cook more, the life will reduce. So here we will try to retain more life in it. So what we have done is we have taken the rice. So we have soaked it for a while. So brown rice you have to soak at least for 6 to 8 hours. If it is white rice, you can soak for minimum half an hour or 1 hour. Then I have soaked in 1:1 water, 1:3/4 of water, or 1:1 water. Don't discard this water. In fact, you can retain a little bit of water for fermentation later. So you can just take at least a spoon of this soaked water. I have kept remaining 5 to 6 ratio of water for boiling. Then so now the water has reached the boiling point. So I'll be adding the soaked rice along with the water. Now the temperature has come down, so we'll be waiting more for the temperature again to bring up temperature to raise to the boiling point. So now we have added the soaked rice. So I'm cooking in excess water here. So now the temperature has reduced, so it has to reach the boiling point again. So again I will keep the lid. I will allow the boiling point to come. So this soaked water we will use in fermentation. I will be showing that as well. So I'm keeping this aside. So you can see the water has taken at least on the low flame. It took at least 10 minutes. Normally in high flame it may take 5 minutes. So now the remaining time, maybe 2 minutes again to reach the boiling point. You'll be seeing the steam which will be coming from the sides now. So we will wait till that time. So I have used stone container today for cooking. We can use mud or stone, or even stainless steel is fine, but cooking in stone containers is much better. You can reach me for getting your stone containers. I have many of my students who are making available these stone containers. I will give the contacts. So what you have to do now is, I have taken a cardboard box here. So just observe what I am doing here. So I have taken a cardboard box. Now I have added some dry grass here inside. Inside this I have added dry grass. I made a so that the dust will not come. What I have done is I have placed a cloth on top and made a cavity like this inside. So I made a cavity so that I can fit this container inside. So I kept this cloth so that the dust should not fall. So then once this reaches the boiling point, I'll be transferring this container into this cavity, and from top what you can do is you can place a cloth so that lifting the container will be easy later. Then in this top I have taken a pillow cover. Again I have kept dry grass, and I'll be covering from top like this. So this will basically insulate. So later I'll be covering the whole container, and I will just pin it up so that it will not come out. So this way I will keep for at least 10 minutes more. So here 10 minutes, the remaining time 10 minutes in this insulation. Then the rice gets cooked. So we'll be seeing now practically how it will happen. So why this is basically to reduce the gas and also to retain more life in your food. So this is required. This process is required. So we just wait here. we can see the steam coming from the sides. So till that time we will just wait a minute. So you have to select a lid where the steam will not escape. It should not be more also. The steam will hit the plate and it will fall down. So it should not be less also. It should be proper lid. So here I have taken this lid. You can also take a lid something like this. So this has a handle. So even this actually I don't have right now my stone container slit, or else that will fit properly. So I have cooked this. Now see, the boiling point has reached, the temperature has reached. Now I will be transferring this into this. So I will be covering like this so that later I can lift my container easily. So from top I will be keeping this pillow cover, and it will insulate. So I'll be just covering this. I may put a weight on it or just pin it up so that it will hold. Yeah, so I will just keep it like this, then so we'll just wait for other 10 minutes, then we will see how the rice gets cooked. So now we will check our rice. It might got cooked by now almost. It's more than the time we required. So we'll open up this. So it's very hot. So I'm using this to remove. So I can just lift the container like this. Okay, this is easy to lift, or anyway I have kept a cloth inside. So it's very hot. It's literally hot. So what I'll be doing is I'll be separating the starch. I have cooked in excess water. That is very important to eliminate to break down the complex carbohydrates. So I'll be separating the starch, excess water. So I have kept a mesh so that if there is any excess rice, it will just stay. So you can see the rice got cooked perfectly. So I'll be keeping it back for a while so that excess moisture will evaporate. Now I'll be using this starch for fermentation. So I just put back this into, I will shake it properly so that it will settle. I'm keeping it back. So now I can keep this rice even till tomorrow, and even tomorrow night. It will be fresh, it will not spoil, and till tomorrow morning it will be hot. So later on it will be also warm. So I'll be keeping it like this. Then you can do this way to cook your rice. Like if you many people are not having their food in the morning, so night if you do this way, next day morning also it will be hot, so you can have your rice hot. So you can basically keep some weight on it so that it will hold, or you can do some arrangements where you can keep your rice properly. We just check after 5 or 10 minutes how the rice has become. So it hardly took, we hardly used 5% to 10% of the gas. The remaining thing we have done, what we have done is we have retained the temperature. So the grain is not exposing to the energy. Gas has 8,000 kilocalories, so we are not exposing that for a long time. So the nutrients will be intact. So when you cook in this method, the nutrients are intact. So this starch, once it cools down, so we will be adding this soaked rice water, because when you soak the rice, it will have some life. So this cooked rice starch will not have life. So basically when we add the life back, it gets fermented, and then we can have this as a probiotic later after 8 hours. So we can add, to make it tastier, we can add jeera, ginger, kadi patta, and this will be your starter. And you can add salt 1 hour before you drink, or if you add in the first, the fermentation will slow down, but still the fermentation will happen, but it will slow down. So what I do is, normally I make bio salt. So I add bio salt whenever I want to consume the rice starch probiotic, but I have not been consuming grains since a while. So I'm just making this video to teach you. I'm on fruit diet since 1 year now, mostly 90%, more than 90% on raw diet. So some percentage I eat cooked vegetables, but grains I have stopped very long back. Maybe 1-2% I may eat sometimes. So this is my probiotic tomorrow. So in this, if I add coconut milk, it will enrich the taste, and it will just be like your buttermilk. So you can flavor with whatever spices you want. And suppose if you don't want to eat rice like this, so you can allow, without separating the starch, allow that rice to be in that starch, add the coconut milk, add your spices like mustard, jeera and all the things, and you can make dai chawal. So that will also be very tasty. So this is the way I recommend people to cook their rice, to save the gas and also retain more nutrient values in their food. More life will be there in the food, more prana will be there in the food. Thank you. So I just kept it back for a while, so you can remove tomorrow also. So I'm just opening up again to show you how perfectly it gets cooked. So see the texture of the rice, completely grainy. So the excess moisture got evaporated, and so this rice is eating very healthy because we have separated the complex carbohydrates from this. So after fermentation, the complex carbohydrates will break down into simplified sugars. Then the anti-nutrients also will be converted into phosphorus, beneficial minerals. So B vitamins also gets bioavailable, and there will be life in this rice starch. And this rice you can eat, which is very healthy even for diabetic people. So this is how you have to cook your rice. Thank you.